folks, Curly Chronicles here. I am back. Thanks for joining me again for another video. And if you are new, hi, welcome. My name's Autumn. And my channel focuses on my love of nature, gardening, and the great outdoors. Also personal style and natural hair care, which is how I got started here on YouTube. So if any of that intrigues you, feel free to subscribe. And I hope to see you on the next video. You like my intro? We're back. We're back. Today we are going to do what we were trying to do about a week or so ago, maybe a week and a half ago. I was trying to show y'all how to do this fishtail braid the style that I got requested 11 years ago. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. And you know, please don't drag me too much for making y'all wait 11 years for this. I wanted to start with hair that was already set because it's pretty straightforward. One, you got to have stretched hair. If you want this style to be easy, super easy to do, or much easier on you, then I would say blown out hair is the best. You want to set your hair after it's been stretched or blown out into pigtails. That's kind of the easiest thing for me to do. And you want to have some sort of twist or braid up at the front. And what I typically do, let me take my bobby pin out here because it's pinned up. I basically will kind of like go here and then I'll just follow down towards my ear. And that is the front section of hair. It's not parted. You do not need a part. You don't really want a part. If you don't like piecey looking like sections and having to like comb and brush and stuff, don't do all that. So I did a flat twist because that's just normally how I do it. It's just easy. It works for me. I had my hair banded at the tips here because they would unravel if I did not. So I took those off and basically we're going to start this section, just pin it out of the way. So let's just leave this section right there. Well, I'm going to get a little bit of oil and I'm going to take these down. This is a really easy style to do, but if you are like me and you are kind of like braid challenged, you know, it may not be easy at first. So a little bit of oil in my hair on the ends, put a little bit there. And so I describe a fishtail braid as a reverse or inside out, maybe an inside out braid. So instead of, you know, when you braid, you kind of braid inward. With the fishtail, you're going the opposite way. You're going from outward in instead of in out. When you braid, the fishtail, you're going to kind of go from the outside inward and it's going to overlap as you get down to the bottom. And it kind of creates this kind of like, I don't know why they call it a fishtail. It doesn't quite look like a fishtail, sort of, but not really. Not to me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is a style. That's the name. For ease, just go with it. So you take your hair out and it should be nice and stretched. Again, this was done on, this is a blowout hair. This is not stretched hair. This is blown out hair. And that's just what's going to work a little bit better for me. You'll probably have a part, or, you know, if you're like me, it'll get fuzzy because you worked out the other day. And so if that's the case, gently kind of like brush that part down a little bit, just a little. So next you want to gather this hair and you want to pull it to whatever side you're going to wear your braid on. I typically wear mine on the left. This is a messy style for me. This is not like this super perfect coiffed kind of thing. It's a little messy and it's a little like, you know, it's just a little messy. I'm not very messy. I'm a little bit petty. I always say I'm not that messy, but I'm a little bit petty. But this style is just a little messy. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't like a perfect fishtail braid. It just looks too... So I don't... I didn't mean that in any particular way. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to make sure that I pull my braids apart and that my hair is not, you know, clumping in places where it shouldn't. Because I'm going to need to be able to like pull a section of hair. And so sometimes I'll take my hair apart just a little bit. I don't need to comb it out or anything. And it's not even a big deal if it's piecey like this. You just don't want to try and pull through a piecey section and pull it apart. So if you're going to pull a piece, it's better to pull this piece than to try and pull a little tiny piece from here and then you get stuck doing all of this. You know what I mean? Your hair doesn't have to come apart that much at the edges. So I gather my hair. Sometimes I just do it with my hands and I just kind of, you know, pull it over to the side like that. And just to kind of secure things, we're going to use this very large curved bobby pin. I want to put one more bobby pin at the top to secure it because it's already falling out. It's already falling out. Where did the bobby pin go? There. We're going to secure it with the bobby pin, okay? Do that. So we're just going to do that. We're going to put one there. Hopefully you can see that. And then we're going to take one more, and I'm just going to kind of keep the hair confined to this side of my head. So I cross those two, and they should kind of keep it from coming back over this way. All right. So now we have our hair here. Take your hair into two sections like this. And I'm going to try not to tug too much because my hair, I could just have my hair in braids, two big chunky braids, and it'll still kind of like wrap around itself. That's just the nature of our hair. So you got two sections of hair here. So I didn't feel like I was really explaining the fishtail braid correctly. Maybe I was. It's like an inside out braid, kind of, sort of. But I didn't really want to confuse anybody, so I said, you know, I'll just put a few links to some fishtail braid videos down in the description box, just in case you've never seen it done before, or if it's just super confusing to you, it'll be helpful. But I'm pretty much just doing this very loose fishtail braid, and I'm sectioning off each side of my hair before I, go, so I don't have to tug too much. I try to do each section just to make it easier because my hair does wrap around itself. So I'm finishing that up, and then we're going to get to the next step, which is pinning some of these stray pieces in so that they don't show. But that's the braid, and then I see this little hair sticking out here, so we're just going to like tuck it and pin it with a smaller bobby pin, and that should work out fine. How do I want to do this? I think I want to go down, up, down, that. And I'll just pin it into the braid itself. And so it's just in there kind of like holding the hairs in place. This is a messy style for me. And then I don't mind this poofy because of what's going to happen here. It kind of will play into that. So now that we have our braid, and it's a messy braid, this is not a neat braid for me. I do not care about having a super, I don't care. It's not a big deal for me. Some people be doing too much with their hair, and sometimes I'm like, it doesn't have to be perfect and all the gel and all the, I don't need, So, took down this one. This was, again, this is a flat twist on blown out hair, so it's a little piecey. And I usually just kind of fluff it up just a little. Just kind of do a little bit of that. I don't mind if this is stringy and piecey down here because it's going to be rolled up and tucked away anyway. So this part is all about freestyling, okay? You ever want to be a rapper and you want to like just freestyle in somebody's like radio, at somebody's radio station? This is your moment to shine, but with your hair. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically kind of like, see where you want it to fall. Do you want it to be in front of your eye, over your eye? Do you want it to be, back here? You just figure out where you want it. And then what I do is I twirl it away from me. I take the hairs, I twirl them away from me. And then I basically will kind of roll it up and just tuck it in. And then I will pin in place. And so here's kind of what I'm doing. Hopefully you can see a little bit there. And I'm going to probably cover this with some sort of bow or something because that was my look. Even though I kind of don't have to. I can't see the bobby pin much. That's good. Okay, good job, Autumn. You did that today, girl. Basically, I'll do like some sort of little bouffant coif kind of thing. Not quite a victory roll. I was all about victory rolls when I was doing my 1940s kind of era of natural hair care. I loved those, or hairstyles, I should say. I love those styles. Those were really fun. So I just took these two out from back here. Yes, you remember these were holding the hair over to the left side of my head. And so now I think I can leave them out. If my hair was kind of coming out, I would just I would try to put them in a way where they went underneath my hair and they weren't showing. But since they seem like it's okay right now, it's cool. So if this part gets a little bit too poofy, now if I really want to, I could go in and I could make this a little bit, I could, tuck it and pin it down, but I don't think it's not necessary for me. So since I'm wearing this lovely marigold color today, I thought I would pair it with this hair flower that I got years ago. There was a natural, I believe is a natural who made these. Do y'all remember these? They're beaded hair flowers from back in the day. Where's the camera? Can you never look at the damn camera. And it just have like a little clip like that. And yeah, so something like this could be really cute on the side right there, right? Let me see. Let me see. Hide that bobby pin, girl. Don't let him see you. Don't let him see you. Okay. I might just leave it like that. So it's not the same color. For the sake of this particular tutorial, let's pretend it's marigold, okay? Sometimes this will be a little bit more extravagant and a little bit more loop-de-loop and a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. But for today, I'm going for like a nice little simple side, kind of like a wavy kind of thing, right? So that is how the style looks. Now, as you do this style more and more, it will become a little bit more easy for you to kind of put, your hair will start to kind of like section itself out. And so it'll be easy for you to kind of do the braid. It'll kind of, you know, how it starts to mold. You know, you do a braid the first day, it's all poofy. But by day 4 of doing a braid over and over again, the hair lays, there's a little bit more oil production, you know. So this is the look. I hope you like it. I like the style, but I have to say, unfortunately, it's not something that I think I'm going to wear often until I get some length on my hair, because I don't want to blow dry my hair often. I just don't want to apply heat. I know my hair now, and I know that it's just too fine for me to be blow drying all of the time. It's too much for me to constantly like braid it up and take it down and braid it up and take it down. It's a lot. And I think that that's why my hair plateaued and was pretty much like a little below shoulder length. And that's pretty much where it stayed. It was always out brushing my shoulders, and I was manipulating it a lot by styling it a lot. So I am going to be leaving my hair in twists. So you won't see the style that often, but once I have my hair grown out and it's just a little bit easier for me to do this, you know, if I could just like do a braid after it's done being washed and conditioned and everything, no blow drying, just the braid, let it dry, and then the braid is long and it hangs, then I can do that style, no problem. But I don't want to put the stress on my hair, so I'm not going to. So, but I did want to show you this. I did want to show you this because, you know, we're not going to talk about how long it's been, okay? We're not going to just appreciate this for what it is. It's here, finally, all this time later. Anyone tried a fish braid before? Have you tried it? It's a very romantic style, perfect for romantic dinner, Valentine's Day, you know, even New Year's Eve. You want to wear like a little style. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like it. If you want to try it out, please let me know how it goes for you. And yeah, sorry it took me so long. But that's the style. I hope you enjoyed. And I plan on doing a few more other styles that I did way back in the day. I want to revisit some products that I hadn't used in a while. Kinky Curly is one of them. I hadn't done I hadn't done a wash and go with Kinky Curly, curling custard, since back in the day, because I stopped wearing wash and goes. So we're going to do that too. So that'll be something I do in the future. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and share it with a friend if you think they may like the style. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.